What's going on, everybody? Hey, my name is Andy, and welcome to the third episode of that one interesting podcast. As usual, before we get started, here's a couple ways that you can get into contact with us. Our email, which is that one interesting podcast at gmail.com. Our email is that one interesting podcast at gmail.com. And through our blogging site is that one interesting podcast.blogspot.com. Our blogging site is that one interesting podcast.blogspot.com. And go ahead and check it out. Y'all can leave comments and topics that y'all would like to see or hear talk on the podcast. And, don't be afraid to leave any type of criticism on the way that we can improve. So, yeah, guys, go ahead and check it out. Yes. Welcome to the third episode of that one interesting podcast. And today we got two very special, interesting guests, I would say, right?
Yeah, very interesting.
Go ahead, guys. You can go ahead and introduce
Ladies
yourself.
First. You know I'm a ladies man. Ladies first.
Okay, well, I'm Denise.
And I'm
Denise.
Oh, go ahead.
You said what? What's your name?
Oh, I thought you weren't done, but I'm at Full King Cardo.
What do you do for a living?
I mean, I got a lot of living, so I
Not
do a
joke.
lot of things. Got many jobs.
So what's going on? What's going on, guys?
And we just
Trying to survive
Yeah.
out here.
Survive what, Denise?
Life. What do you mean?
I'm trying to survive. Poke is hard out here, man.
You trying to survive?
Yeah,
Why?
man, nigga work every day, still don't got no money.
This is what do you put your money into, bro?
I don't know where it go, man. It's probably food. Nigga gained like 10, 20 pounds already. I don't know, man. But it's a new year. I'm trying to manage my money now. So, things gonna look up.
So you trying to save or something? You got a saving account?
Yeah, man. I opened a whole nother bank, man. So all the money was gone. But, it's saving. It's looking good right now.
That's crazy. How you work every day, but you still broke?
That's what my mom said, man.
Asian parents always asking for money all the time. Like,
What?
how you work every day? You be working every day. Cardo, can I borrow $10 real quick?
She asked me every week how much I got. I say 200 every week. She started adding the clues together. It wasn't
Wait,
adding
you
up,
get
man.
paid $200 weekly?
No,
Oh,
I
you get paid more.
than that. But every time she asks, I say 200.
That's crazy. So what's going on with your guys, man? How's life?
It's good. Life's going good so far.
And they say life is hard. You say life hard, right? You say
No, I'm saying just out here trying to maintain school.
we can't
and
hear you. You
work.
gotta talk to them.
Like school and work and all
School
that.
and work?
Pretty much, yeah.
How many jobs do you have?
One.
How many
I'm in
jobs do you have?
school.
Cardo have like 3 jobs,
Talking
right?
about in the
Cardo
past
got
or
one
currently?
job.
Like right now.
Right now, they got 2 jobs. Man.
Cardo got 2 jobs in
2
school,
jobs, man.
and life is easy right now.
And you taking like one class.
Oh, no school,
No.
no school, just job.
See, exactly.
That is crazy, yo. But anyway, welcome to that one interesting podcast. It's a pleasure to have y'all today. And as I was looking around, for the topic for the podcast, I was like, yeah, let me get to a guy and a girl perspective on something that I want to know. There's a lot of people that do not know when to let go. And when they get to a certain situation, they don't know what the outcome's gonna be. So it's kind of scary for them to let go. A relationship, friends, or jobs. Cardo, I know you know a lot about jobs.
Yeah, I got you. I'll educate y'all. on that.
But basically for this episode, we basically gonna be focusing on relationship wise. What you think?
Like I said, ladies first. So Denise, go ahead.
Nah, I
break it
mean
down.
what you think? We're
Oh.
gonna focus on relationship wise more.
I mean,
And go from there on, and just keep the flow going.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's
That's cool. We
fine.
can start off with relationships.
The question is, have y'all been in a position that you had to make the decision to let go of
Oh,
in a relationship though?
no.
Have you been in a position where you had to?
Go ahead.
I feel like even if it's good, I just feel like if you're not, you can be benefiting from a relationship, but if you're dealing with a psycho, then you need to.
So are you speaking from experience or
Yes,
just? Oh
like-
wow!
Are you the
You-
psycho or the?
Shut up. No.
Talk on the mic.
You may be dealing with somebody who's doing everything for you, but just having that mental abuse with them, like trying to control you, I feel like you should let go. But in general, if you're in a relationship and you're not benefiting from it no more, then obviously you let go. Like, I feel like a relationship is about benefits, like equally. Like, you help me, I help you. It's not all about just, oh, I'm just dating you. Like, we grown now, so if I'm not benefiting from it, goodbye. Simple as it is.
That's crazy. But you say something about like psycho or something like that. What
It's a lot of people out
Mentally,
here
who
with mental
or something,
problems.
basically?
No, just like it's a lot of people out here with mental problems, and they'll bring it to your relationship. So I feel like when they come in with that, it's time to. Like,
So at a
like-
point, so let me guess, at a point in your past relationship when you had to let go, you had to deal with somebody that had like mentally, like that was like
Nigga
not
was
stable mentally
yeah, like
in the relationship. Like,
yeah, like it's bad.
So,
like,
like-
people have mommy and daddy issues that they need to fix. No, I'm not even
Hold
like.
on. So
That's
how,
crazy.
how long you talked to the person and
Don't
like
worry about that.
you didn't realize that was crazy the whole
No,
time?
but I'm just saying. Look, listen. People can like be all perfect for months, like 6-7 months, and then as soon as you get with them, and then you cool, you let your guard down. It's just their true colors start coming out. You know that. Like, a lot of females are good actors. So I know you done ran into some females who are all like, oh, perfect, and then they psycho once you get with them.
That's all of
That's what happens.
So that's crazy. But Carter, you said you never been in a situation that when you had to let go.
There's a lot of those. a lot of those.
Give us one, like at least
I
one
mean,
example.
I'm gonna give you one. You know, it wasn't the thing about it. It was crazy. Like, we were in a relationship, and like the girl, she was really crazy. She was like, you know me. You know, I'm on Snapchat a lot. I hope my girl don't hear this, but you know, this is in the past. So I'm gonna just put that out there. It's been the past. It's not current.
Go ahead,
So you know,
go ahead.
I was on Snapchat. You know, I'm always on Snapchat. You know, saw some girl. You know, I swiped up. You know, started talking. Instantly, I knew something was wrong because she was like, you know, she asked me what I'm doing, right? You know, I'm like, you know me, I'm like, I'm about to take a shower. And then she threw the little eye emoji on me. I'm like, oh, okay, what's going on?
Ooh.
So, you know,
Spicy. Spicy,
I
huh?
ignored it the first time because I'm like, you know,
Yeah, I'm
a-
faithful.
you know,
You
yeah,
faithful.
yeah, you know,
Yeah,
I'm
go
not
ahead.
with that stuff yet.
I'm
And the
sure you-
second time, you know, she put the little eyes again. It's like every time she asks me what I'm doing, I'm really about to take a shower. So, you know, I don't want to be lying. So I was like, you know, I'm about to take a shower. She threw the little eyes on there. And this is back when I was, you know, addict, you know. So
Addict, wait.
we ain't
Addicted to
we
what?
ain't gotta get into that. So she
Addicted
put the little eyes, right? Instantly I send the me pic. Right off bat. Drop the me pic on there. She talking about, oh, I wanna smash. I was like, what?
y'all gotta stop with them.
She said she want to smash. I'm like, what? Like, what you talking about? I don't even know you. And you know, I still went over there anyway. You know, we ended up smashing whatever. But before we smashed, she basically acted like a nigga. She told me, we just gonna smash, no feelings attached. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm cool with that. I'm already used to that anyway. So,
It's
you
a
know.
trap.
Yeah.
So I
That's a
went over
trap.
there, broke her back. She was like, you know, I never had nothing like that before. I'm like, come on,
Yeah.
man, it's me. Then, you know, I smashed like a lot of times. Next thing I know, she calling me one day. She hit me up, trying to get in the feelings. I was like, yo, what you doing? That's not what I signed up for. You made it clear, no feelings, you know. So I don't know what's going on. You gotta stop all that. Then, you know, she was like, all right, cool, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, cool. So she hit me up one day. She was crying. She was like, you know, I'm so sad. I was like, man, what you got going on? And then she was like, my mom found out we was smashing. I was like, what? I like, how your mom found out we was smashing? She talking about, you know, there was condoms. Her mom saw the condoms. And what made me mad about this situation is she told her mom exactly how many times we smashed.
Wow.
So, you know, I had to go meet the mom, all that stuff. And, you know, like, you know,
For what?
I don't even know what happened, but, you know, I'm a real nigga. So when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. She was talking about her mom wanted to meet me.
Yeah.
I went over there, man. But, you know, me, I'm very honest, so I just kept it blunt. I came over there, but I was kind of scared because the mom from the islands, I thought she was going to put some voodoo on me or something. So, you know, I got in there. The mom was like, what's your name? I was like, Cardo. She was like, what?
What you
I was
say?
like, Cardo. She was like, you know, I was scared, so I couldn't speak loud, you know. I could, you know. She was like, what's your name? I was like, Cardo. She was like, okay. So she asked me, like, right off bat. She was like, so you had sex with my daughter? I was like, yeah. She was like, how many times? I was like, I don't know, a few. She was like, do you like my daughter? I was like, no. She was like, do you see yourself being with my daughter? No. She was like, even like in the future, do you see yourself with my
That's
daughter?
real.
No.
Wait, is this,
She was,
is this
this is the mom
girl-
asking me that. the mom was asking me these questions. So, you know, the mom was like, what are your intentions with my daughter? I was like, they're good. And then she was like, no, what's your intentions? I was like, you know, they're good. And then she just kept asking. I changed the subject on her. And then
Where she was from?
She was from somewhere in the islands. I don't
Oh,
remember.
okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Continue.
you know, long story short, you know, I had to cut that off because I'm like, you know, you signed up, you told me something, you know, I just dick you down and we good. Now you want to catch feelings and I got to meet your mom, you know, so you got to let go of stuff like that, you know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So how'd you make it happen?
I mean, she told me everything she doesn't like. So basically, I just did all those things, and she kind of pushed away from me. And
Wow.
that's what, you know, that's how you do it sometimes.
So you didn't like go like straight forward and be like, yeah, we need to break this off. But you just went and do everything that she didn't
Yeah,
like.
everything she said she don't like, that's what I did.
For how long?
It didn't take that long. I say not even a week she was off it.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. Like,
Yeah, man.
so you had to let her. So she just like went off. No text. She never texted you back since then.
I mean, we text, but it's like as soon as I, you know, because this stuff was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. So you know, I try to
Did
slide
you go
back.
back?
In.
Did you go back?
I tried.
You tried. What
Try to
happened?
slide back in there. Rejection, man. It wasn't going good for me. So you know, I mean, it was a good thing and a bad thing, you know, because I don't know. Yeah,
You say it was a good thing and a bad thing.
I mean, it was a good thing because you know it was a bad. It was. She thought we were in a relationship when she
Yeah.
made it clear she didn't want a relationship, but it was a bad thing because I couldn't smash her no more. But you know, it turned out to be a good thing too because she could have been crazy, a little more crazy.
So you told her like first time when you just started talking, you say you didn't want a relationship.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what made it crazy. She
Oh,
told
wow,
me, look,
that's crazy.
After I dropped the meat pick on her,
Yeah.
she told me, I just want to smash, no string attached. I'm like,
Yeah.
bet, what's up? So now you can't be acting like you like me. It don't work
What
like
was
that.
the point of the pick? Why do y'all do that?
I told you this
Like,
was in the past.
I don't know what
That's
to many
look,
ashy
listen,
meat
listen,
picks.
listen.
So what's the point of that?
Oh no, my me not ashy. Listen, it's shiny. I take it. I take care of it. But I mean, the meat pick back then for me, it's like I always send meat pick like since when I think it started like late middle school. Like
Wow.
as soon as I realized my meat wasn't like small or nothing no more, I was like, damn, I gotta send a meat pick every chance I get. So it's like every time a girl say something and they try me, I just gotta send a meat pick. Like
wow.
it was crazy. Like girls would be like, "Hi, meat pick. What you doing?" Meat pick, and it worked every time. So I just stuck with it. But you know, I retired from those days. You know, I'm faithful now. You know,
So how long you been like stop sending mid peak?
I'll say it been like good almost a year, probably longer. It's a hard thing to stop, man.
I know. The next question I'm gonna ask you, I know it's out of topic, but what influenced you to make this type of decision to start sending
I mean,
mid
what
peak?
influenced me to send the meat pics?
Yeah.
I mean, the first meat pic I sent, you know, it's like I sent it, but I was scared because, you know, back then I was legit. So I'm like, dang, what if
Yeah.
she say my meat little, you know?
Yeah.
But when I got that approval, I felt like, dang, I
The
could
first
send-
time.
Yeah.
Like
I
as
was
soon
like,
as first time you got approval, it went through.
yeah, then
So-
it just,
Confidence just went straight to
yeah,
the roof.
confidence was up there. I was sending meat pic left
Everywhere.
and
So
right.
you wouldn't be mad if like it got exposed and it
Yeah.
was all
Look,
over the internet,
listen,
your mama
listen,
saw it and
my
your
mom.
auntie and everybody.
Come on.
Like you,
But look, I mean, one time I almost got exposed. You know, I was thinking about my life and all that stuff. I'm like, damn, what's gonna
Yeah.
happen if I get exposed? Like, but then I'm like, dang, it's just a meat. Like they gonna forget about it eventually. But I told the girl I was gonna call the cops. I was like, hey man, I swear to God, I'm gonna call the cops on you. She didn't expose me, so we was all good. Yeah,
So
man.
she didn't expose you at all.
Nah, as soon as she heard cops, she dropped the whole thing, man.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
So you say Cardo said put someone else in the position to let go of you, but you was never in the position where.
I mean, I had to let them go basically. 'cause,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
yeah.
So Denise, you say
yeah, but it's just I don't know. Like it gets like it starts to drag on like the relationship. Like you know how stuff just drag on. So it's just like okay, I gotta.
what do you mean drag on?
Like it's not fun anymore.
Oh.
I'm not interested anymore. And that person will just do stuff just to keep your attention, like
Oh.
spend money or whatever like this.
I mean, they're supposed to keep your attention. They with you. That's
Yeah.
how it
I
works.
mean, like when you're
That's how it
not
work,
feeling
right?
it no more, and then someone else in your face, you get disgusted.
I mean, but did you tell them?
yes.
Oh,
Try
damn.
try
Yeah,
to
that
break
ni-
up with them.
Was
and
you?
then-
Have you ever been in a position when they let you go?
I don't know. How I?
So you tell. Oh, I'm about to
Oh,
say
I was
like,
gonna say,
oh
you never
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Come
Females,
on,
man.
what?
Guys almost like. I'm not generalizing thing, but most of the time, some like I'll like probably guys probably trying to let go of somebody.
They
Yeah.
do, but then they
yeah.
always come
But
back. So
no,
it's like,
it's just y'all don't want to be let go of. So it's like you put us in a
I
hard
mean, it
spot.
depends on the female. Honestly,
You
What
always
do you
crazy.
mean?
like just certain females just don't understand when a guy is like,
I think
Get away from me.
It's because like they've been with the guy so long, they never think like it would just end. Females like happy forever after stuff like that.
y'all do too. So
No,
it's
no,
not like
no.
it's any-
I mean,
y'all
now
be in
I
La
do.
La
Now I
Land.
do. Back
Now that
then,
you're getting older, yeah, y'all be
yeah,
in La La
we
Land.
settled down now. I mean, I
What do you mean? We be in La La Land?
Yeah.
What do you mean
some
by that?
y'all
We just go with the flow
do.
type stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta go with the flow. You can't mess up the flow.
Yeah.
No,
It's like an ocean.
I just
Yeah.
feel like
Go
everything
the
needs to
motion,
be
man.
organized. Y'all just.
What do you
be
mean?
Like,
Like you talk about relationship?
just yeah, like if you're dealing with somebody, everything got to be in order. Like you can't just
Of
be out here.
course, we don't like messy stuff.
Okay, but that's sometimes going with the flow causes messes
How?
How?
because it's just like
Like if the relationship was not meant to be, then what's the point of staying organized? Because if you go with the flow, you probably will figure out that the relationship was not meant
You
to be.
find out what's going wrong.
Yeah.
It's not.
If
try
you
to-
put everything in shape, I want this at this
yeah,
time.
it doesn't
Yeah.
work like that.
I want
you're
you to get
supposed
me.
You're supposed to tell somebody.
I want
that
you to
when
get me
there.
Chipotle at 8:00 at night. Breakfast in the
extra.
morning.
You be extra right now, but you don't talk about like. Just
I want
have
you to rub
things
my
in
back
order.
after work.
Oh man.
If you ain't rubbing my back, in a relationship, we gonna break up. So you tell me like every female is organized. Like once they get into a relationship, they organize everything that's supposed to be happening. Like
So you already
No,
got your goals
in our
planned.
head.
Yeah.
It's just like I know what I want from this dude. Blah blah blah. Like
What if that dude can't provide that for
Yeah.
you?
then you leave. That's when you let
Damn.
go. I said when
That's
you're not
selfish.
benefiting. From,
I feel
it's
like-
not it's not completely just like her getting something
Talk-
out of him, but it's like back and forth. Like if I can't help you, why am I with you? If you can't help me, we're grown now. We're not in high school no more, so things have to be done. So if I can't help you, why am I sitting here with you? Like somebody just like literally leeching off you, you're gonna be like,
But
bro,
what
I'm
if y'all
tired
were
of this.
put in a relationship so you can help him get back on his feet, so he can help you?
yeah,
Okay.
But you already
You're
left
gonna- you're
because
gonna-
you thought he was worthless.
yeah.
No,
How
it's
you
not
feel?
like that though. Like,
How's it like? Go ahead. I don't
Go ahead.
understand.
Go ahead.
Because I wouldn't even put myself in a position where the guy isn't like kind of like established. Because I feel like I bring a lot to the table, so you have to at least be halfway on the table.
Wait,
Like you
wait,
can't
wait,
be off
wait,
the
hold on.
table.
So you say you wanna come to a position where the guy's already established.
no,
So
where he's at least
You
like
want him to
halfway,
already
like I
have
said.
money and stuff. Already be,
Nobody out here rich. Nobody around here in
Gold
Polk
digger?
County is rich.
That's
out
what it sound like to me.
Like I'm saying, nobody out here like got money.
But look, how would you know that if you didn't put in the time to know that person?
we're gonna put it. It don't take that
What
long
if
to
what if at
realize
first
that.
when you met them they were spending on you but they don't really have it, they were just trying to impress you? And
You'll
then
Yeah.
you'll find that out eventually.
Yeah,
So
I
you
think
gonna-
yeah,
you
you
gonna
find
leave
that
him
out.
It
find that out?
don't take long for a female to find that out. Like it'll take
that's
like
y'all
a
main
month or
objective
so.
basically.
No, it's not the main objective. I'm just saying.
Polk County girls
That's
revealed, man.
That's not the main objective, but like literally, like
It's on the top of the list basically.
So like let's get into deeper
No.
like perspective. So I know y'all been through a situation where you had to let go, or being let go, something, in a relationship. So can you tell us give us some deeper details on what type of step did y'all take, like in order to let go of that
Blocked.
person?
that's the first step.
Wow.
If I ain't gotta see you, talk to you, hear you, I'm good.
That's
like
the
that,
petty
that-
way, man. You
No,
gotta
that helps you
communicate.
heal.
No.
That
Go
helps
ahead,
you
let-
heal though. Like
Speak.
for real, if you don't have to see nobody. You ain't
Talk
gotta
on the
talk
mic so
to
everybody
them.
can hear you.
Like that lets you heal. Like sitting there looking at them all day, and then they got like if they're able to contact with you, then that'll sometimes bring emotions back. But if you completely block them out, they text you, you don't hit them back, you're good. Like that's what I'm saying.
What
It's
if you
like,
see them every day?
Well, I can see you every day and still ignore you. That's how I am. That's
Oh,
the type of
wow.
person.
Savage.
Like,
Savage.
I know it's a
Okay.
lot of cancers out here. Somebody screw us over. Oh, you done with? I'm ready to kill you. So I
What?
can see
Wait.
you every day and be good. Like it's good.
Interesting. So what's the next step? Only you just block it. That's it.
Blocking, like, that'll help me heal. Once I'm
All
healed,
right.
I'm good. Like, we can be best friends. Like, I'm cool with, like, some of my exes still. Like, I'm cool. We good.
Oh, that's cool. Not every female,
Yeah.
You gotta come back. Then just gotta come back and tell us how can you be in a relationship and break up and still be friend with your ex. I want to know that.
That's
Because it's
Nah,
easy,
next,
but, yeah.
we're gonna set up another podcast or another episode.
Man, she educating us.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people out there that have exes, but they can't be cool with them.
I feel like with the exes thing, some people like once they leave their ex, they try to act like they weren't a good
Never
person
there,
and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I hate
Like,
that
that
person.
person-
Like, you used to love that person.
I know,
At one point.
I
You
know.
can't sell out on them now.
Yeah.
But we're gonna leave that for
Yeah.
another podcast. But Cardo, earlier you were saying you told us that one of your main things you did.
Oh, not. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, one of the things that you did to make sure that to push someone away and to let them go
Mm-hmm.
was to do everything that they didn't like.
Pretty
that
much.
didn't like.
Well, basically, I mean,
Took-
in that perspective, it depends on the person. If it's someone you're just fooling around with, like, cause me, when I talk to someone, I make sure I find out everything they hate. Cause you never know, you might need that one day. Like one day you might like. Come on, I know you've hung out with somebody or like they thought they liked you or whatever. But
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
want to cut them off, but you didn't want to be mean about it.
Yeah.
But if you already know everything they hate, if they tell you, oh, they hate being left on red, they hate when you don't call them, they hate all that. If you do all them things, they're gonna realize you don't want them no more.
That's crazy.
Cause I mean, if you just go and be like, I don't want you, they gonna be like, oh, you think this is a joke, Cause the girls are crazy. So if you just do everything they hate, they gonna leave you alone. That's how I feel about it.
So have you ever been into a serious relationship,
Mm-hmm.
but at a point the relationship started to die down?
Oh yeah.
Like, and you had to let go of that person. What did you do the same thing like what you just explained to us,
Well,
or?
I mean, pretty much. Like, let's go back to the first relationship. This was like the first, relationship that I was like, let me find a good choice of words
Go ahead.
here. This relationship was like,
When you was in love?
yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I mean, now I'm in love now too, because I'm also, in a relationship. But the first one was like the hardest one for me because it was hard to establish, what I was supposed to do. Because usually
You just
I
got bonus point for saying that. So
Thank
when
you,
she
thank
hear
you,
it,
thank you.
make sure she hear the podcast when it
Oh
come
yeah,
out.
yeah, I'm
all
a
right?
tag her. in
Yeah.
it, That's my baby, man. But yeah, basically for the first relationship, it was hard, trying to adapt to it because, to be honest, I was just being a hoe and stuff. So it's like, for me to just talk to one person, it was really hard. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do and all that stuff. And like, she would mistreat me and say mean stuff to me, and like I wouldn't think much of it.
How,
But it,
like, how old were you? Like, you was young or just?
I was around 10th, 11th grade.
Oh, 11th grade.
Yeah,
All right, go
10th,
ahead. Go ahead.
11th grade. So basically, she would do a lot of mean stuff, and before I was the type of person like, if she would say something like that, I'll just cuss her out because it's me. But I really liked her, so
You dealt
as
with
the-
the abuse.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
verbal abuse.
yeah. So as the
from her.
relationship went on, I started hearing things, she cheating and stuff, and I'm like, nah, she can't be cheating on me. Come on, man. And then
I'm
I
Cardo.
found out, yeah, like it's me. Come on, you can't cheat on me. But like, yeah. So then I found out she was actually cheating, and we had broke up, but I didn't hit her yet. So
Yeah.
I'm like, how you gonna break up with me? I didn't hit yet. Like, come on. So I had to get.
Wait. Say that again. Rewind.
Basically, we were together for 9 months.
No, you say how she gonna cheat on you?
Yeah,
if
she
you
cheated
didn't
on
hit her
me
yet.
and tried to leave, and I didn't hit yet. Like,
Yeah,
come
that's-
on, you can't hurt
That's
my
a big
feelings.
problem.
You can't hurt my feelings and leave me, and I didn't hit you yet. Come on, man. So
You
know,
gotta wait. You gotta emphasize on the hit. Explain to the people.
you
that don't
cannot hurt my feelings and not let me smash. Like
Okay.
it doesn't work like that.
know. What is
And
smash
this
mean?
was smash, sex.
Okay, go
break
ahead.
her back.
Yeah,
This was my first too, so it's this is my first time smashing. So it's like I was really like, you make me put in 9 months of my time. That's almost a year, and you don't let me smash.
That's a lot of time invested.
What? That's almost a year, wasting my money, making me do all them
people.
stuff.
Let me tell them people.
Go ahead, man.
When someone invests, most likely they want something in return.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put, Cardo. Basically, what Cardo is saying, he's not gonna put his money in the stock market and not get any.
But
any
It wasn't even
interest.
the whole.
I'm just giving an
Yeah.
example, but
yeah, I feel you. But it
go
wasn't
ahead.
even the whole sex thing. It's just like I did all that stuff for you, and I get nothing out of it, and you hurt my feelings. I gotta get something out of it. So basically, we kind of split up, And I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of sad and stuff. I ain't gonna say all I did, the
You
music.
were sad.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say
You
all
was-
the music I was playing
were you
and all
crying?
that stuff. A little piece,
All right, you
some
cried.
push-ups here and there.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
did push-ups.
Yeah, all that stuff. So
Alright.
Push
basic,
ups.
yeah, we ain't gotta get into that. So so basically, she went to Haiti or whatever, and I tried to tell her, I was like, hey man, I love you, blah blah. You can't
Yeah.
do all that stuff to
Yeah.
me. Then she came back, I smashed, never heard from me again. And I tried to hit her back up to smash one more time, and it's like she screwed me over again.
Gotcha.
Because we were supposed to smash. She hit me up talking about, oh, I didn't call you. I forgot. No, she said I didn't call you at this time. Blah blah blah. I was like, but you didn't call me at that time. And then like it was weird. Like she meant to send that to someone else, and she said never mind.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what you mean never mind? Like what you got going on? And then she just said never mind. I was like, no, it doesn't work like that. Who were you sending that to? Because it wasn't me.
You can't be mad no more, remember? Because you got what you wanted. You just
No,
wanted
but
to
I
get
can't
back in-
I can't
get
screw
back
her
in the
over. Then
jar.
she screwed me over again. I
Yeah,
gotta
she
end off on the
can.
screw over.
No, because that was your karma right there.
It doesn't work like that for me.
Okay.
I got to get the last laugh, but
So
She
how
laughed.
so how did you work on letting her go?
basically, I mean, it was hard. I'm not gonna lie, because I hadn't really liked that girl. So basically, I would just stop thinking about her. Anything that had to do with her, I'll cut it off. Delete her social media, unfriend her.
So you just blocked her
unfriend
pretty
her?
much.
I didn't block her, but I unfriend her, all them stuff. I even had her on Snapchat. I had to delete that, man, because
You did.
The
Did you
thought-
delete the whole app or just her?
oh, not the whole app. Just,
Oh, okay.
just her part. Because Snapchat's good to watch stories and stuff. But yeah, I mean, you just gotta try to like not think about that person as hard as it is.
Yeah.
Because the more you think about it, the more pain you're gonna feel.
Did you
You know.
talk to other people? Like say, yeah. You talk to your friends. Like say. I mean,
No.
like I'm talking about like you talk to friends, be like, yeah, what should I do and stuff like that. You don't have that person that you can go talk to about
Nah, the
relationship.
niggas would make fun of me. So I just kept that one to myself. I mean, they know now, but yeah. I mean, cause my friends basically they were like me. They were rude. So if I told them that, they gonna
they'll
be like,
start
man, you acting
laughing.
like a B word,
yeah.
basically. So, I had to thug it out, listen to some thug music, all that stuff.
D-Nice, did you talk to?
Yeah, I got
Who your friends?
I got a female best friend and a guy best friend.
See what
But
girls,
he already saw like dude was acting crazy. Like you need to drop that. So
He was acting crazy
around people,
around people, not around you though.
me and people like in front of people. Like
Define
just,
crazy. What do you mean? Like he was doing something that you didn't like?
like punching stuff in public. And
Oh,
stuff.
wow, you hurt his
that nigga-
feelings,
yeah,
bro.
that nigga
Damn.
crazy. But I feel like with girls,
I'm
it's
sorry,
different.
Miss Jackson.
I feel like with girls though, it's different because like when girls go through a breakup, they can relate more to each
Yeah.
other. Like if a nigga go through a breakup, because as men we supposed to be like manly and stuff.
Not
So,
you gotta have that one person.
I know,
like,
but
yeah.
when you're younger, that's not easy to find. They just gonna make fun of you. They gonna be like, nigga, you tripping? Like,
Yeah,
get over
yeah.
it, But if I was like this age, they'd be like, yeah, it's okay, bro. You feel me? But,
Just we
yeah.
bounce back easier because y'all get like heartbroken one time and then for the rest of y'all life y'all be like, man, I don't want to do
I'm gonna say
for,
the rest.
for not the rest for a
probably
period of time.
good year or two.
Oh, yeah, a
it'd be
good
like
period
for
of
some
time.
Years, y'all be like
Let me tell you,
dwelling
right?
on it.
Mhm.
All right, guys get their heart broken right after you say, yeah, because I got my heart broken by this and that.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna take relationships seriously. But I guarantee you, if he find the one that he really, really, really like,
Yeah.
I think he's gonna change.
And then what if she break his heart?
Oh,
See,
damn, that's
that
he
usually
done for.
happens.
He done for.
That be happening.
I consider him go to church and let the pastor pray for him for a little minute.
Try to get him a wife or something.
At least go to church and let the pastor pray for you, man. That's crazy.
I mean, but girls,
That's
girls are
like,
kind
that's
of the
hard.
same too.
That's hard. You say what?
I feel like girls are the same too. Girls are worse.
like y'all say we're crazy.
I don't know.
Because
Y'all
look,
say
go
we're
ahead.
crazy, but I feel like
Mhm.
when we do like spiteful stuff, that releases some of that tension. That's how we can move on, like burning stuff or cutting something or trying to hurt y'all. That helps
Mhm.
release some of that tension. I know it's
So,
crazy.
what-
but that
what?
helps. That just helps.
So
like,
burning
release-
stuff help you feel better?
like burn his stuff or make him
Burn
hurt.
his stuff?
Yeah,
Why would you do that?
Why would you do
like
that?
set his stuff on fire.
What if he set your stuff on fire?
Wow.
Hey,
What if he set your stuff
we
on
gonna
fire?
fight. It's simple, but I'm just saying in general.
Yeah,
But
that's
he
selfish.
can't fight you when you
Yeah,
say
yeah,
stuff. Like,
for real.
Because guys don't be doing stuff like that.
how you know?
No,
We're gonna change the game
We're
this
gonna
year.
change it. Yeah, listen to this podcast. We're gonna change
I'm
the
just
game.
saying,
Go ahead.
y'all crazy.
No,
Y'all
but I
females
feel- no.
crazy.
That's crazy though.
Hmm?
You can't like. What's the point? Like, yo, you in a relationship? Yes, he did that to you. Why would you trying to burn his stuff
Because
just to
at
let
that
your
point, it just makes you feel better. Like it's like
you
ooh,
need
like,
church, Denise.
Shut
Have
up,
you
no,
heard?
I
Have you heard of that phrase that say "let go and let God"?
yes.
You
but
need to let go
sometimes
and
you
let
gotta
God.
get people back. And
No,
then
you
we
don't gotta
No,
get
you
people
don't have
back.
to get people back.
You want to?
Yeah, yeah. If you like, basically, if you in a relationship and you about to break up with that person, you doing that can give them more reason of him not being attracted to you anymore. I'm telling you that you acting crazy, that give them like you still give him attention. That mean, oh yeah, I got this girl. You know, she doing this and that because of me. So that you still give him that boost, like you say, yes, you still interested in him because you still mad at him. I say the best way when you're in a relationship and you about to break up, it's best to just separate yourself from them, act or accordingly, nice, trying to hold your anger, just trying to release that anger on him or anything. Just, move away from that situation and let him do his stuff. But as soon as you start ignoring that one person, they're going to start wondering what the hell's going on. Now in their head, they're going to be thinking about like, why is he acting like this? We've been together for this and that, but
Because you're not making it clear.
you're not making
destroying
anything.
stuff.
You're not
That's why you
destroying.
block them. But
No,
I'm
no.
saying,
If
like I
you
said,
block
to
somebody,
heal.
if somebody blocked me, I don't care. You can block me. Okay, that's fine. That mean I know how mad you were on me because you blocked me. But if you don't like, just leave it alone and just move
Yeah,
on.
that's what I'm
And
saying. I block you, delete you off everything just to heal.
Block-
But
I
some
don't-
females still like that feels good when they hurt somebody or do something. That
listen, you don't have to take your anger.
I know
or
you don't
something,
have
like,
to, but people
There's
still do
like
it.
when you angry, it just happened for a couple minutes, like for a couple time or period of time, because you letting your feelings get the best of you, might
You
let
you
you.
might regret what happened.
Yeah,
afterwards.
afterward, because
You might say some
afterward
things
that
you don't
feeling
wanna
is
say.
gone. Yeah, after that
If
feeling
I
is
do
gone.
something, that's it. Like if I tell you I hate you, I hope you die.
Wow.
At that moment, I mean
Wow.
that.
You
Like
might be
on
good.
everything, I
You
mean
heard it
that
here.
at that moment.
On that
Like
one
I may
interesting
apologize
podcast.
later and be like, I'm sorry for saying that, but at that moment, I meant that. Like
Wow, you need to
ain't
go
no
to
coming
church.
back.
I'm gonna pray for you Sunday. I don't go often, but I'm gonna pray
Yeah.
for you when I do.
Like,
Carter
there ain't
gonna go to church just
there
for
ain't
that.
No come
Just for
back
the
from
niece,
that.
man.
Like if I tell you, I mean that. I mean it on everything. Like I mean what I say when it come out my mouth.
Like I don't like if I get angry at a person just because the situation, I just remove myself from that, environment, so I won't do anything that I will regret. Because most of the time, based on experience, right, when I get mad at someone, I usually get super mad. Like when I was small, I evaluate myself how I do things. But after I'm not mad anymore, I feel bad
Yeah.
of what I did because I let my anger get the best of me. So from now on, like when I get angry or mad at something or someone, I just remove myself from that situation until I calm down and, evaluate the situation. Then I can talk to that person. I guarantee you're going to feel much better than getting mad. Because one time I got mad, like not on like relationship stuff, like with my parents. I got mad when I was small. The next day I had like a headache at school. What? I was like, never again. Guess who I had to call to tell them that I had a headache? My parents. After that, like, ever since I changed my way, like, I don't get mad. First of all, when you get mad, when you get super mad, you can get sick from it, high blood pressure. I think what else can cause you, like, heart attack, headache.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. So
But I mean, when
Stay
when
positive.
mad, that's when you sleep the best,
You do.
You sleep good. I remember when I was little and I used to get a lot of ass whoopings. I'll sleep good because I'm mad, but I couldn't fight back because niggas was too strong back then. But
you gotta stay, like, at least, let me tell you, like, being positive, like, the same thing that you send out in the world, that's the same thing that's gonna come back to you.
Yeah.
You stay positive, positive things gonna come and happen to you.
yeah,
Cause you never know. Cause let me see, when you get mad, like first say you're in a relationship and you get mad at that person, you say the most like dirtiest thing you can say to that person. You never know how he or she can take that word that you take.
Yeah.
And later that year, you might change your feeling about that person. He changes action. He changes way of doing things. And now you change your mind on how you see him again. You think by acting that way when you was mad, you don't think he'll remember what you say? Now you miss out on someone that could have been, you know, your wife or your husband, just because you got mad at that situation. Instead, when you get mad, if you like hold it and like you move yourself from that environment, you don't say anything. You just keep it to yourself.
But I feel like when you kind of argue it out or talk it out, that's better. Like that relieves some tension.
You talk it out, but you don't talk it out when you like that feeling when you like super angry. If you talk it out afterward and you call that person, you talk it out, you see how you feel, this and that, I guarantee it'll be much better. Then you won't have to regret anything that you said or stuff like that. That's how I see it.
I just depend on if you say something and you regret it, then I don't know.
Yeah.
I just
don't
be regretting it. Like,
okay.
I said what I said.
Okay. You're a savage now, Denise.
I'm not. I'm just saying, like, when
Jesus.
I say it.
But anyway, I got like, you know, when you in a relationship and you trying to let go of something, I did a little bit of research and stuff. One of the first point I would say, give yourself a reality check. Like you examine the situation, you see where things goes, like how things is. It says sadly most people know when to let go, but they're scared of the
what will happen
the consequence of what will happen afterward. That's when you gotta check yourself, be like, you know I need to let go, but I'm scared of what would happen. Like you need to take that step. I know the second point, it was like get like perspective from others, like your friends. You talk, because you never know what other people might go through, because you don't know everything. So you gotta talk with other people that tell you, yeah, that's how I used to be in that situation. That's how I dealt with it. That's how we got over that. You know what I mean? You gotta talk with others. And you know, third point was like analyze the situation. See where you stand, see where he or she stand on that situation, how to let go of that person. The fourth point is knowing you are sabotaging yourself over an ideal. Basically, if you want a perfect relationship, right, and you're not willing to settle for anything less, you probably the person with the problem. Basically, some people will say, yeah, I don't like this, I don't like that. Maybe the problem is with you, not him or her. So you gotta analyze yourself first before you take those type of steps. And the fifth thing is realizing of the lack of caring is like a red flag. So you gotta see if that person care about you, you know, just like Carter was saying earlier. When you wanna tell somebody that, you know, it's time for them to go, you just do everything that they hate about.
Sometimes that's the best thing, man.
Yeah, that's the fifth thing too. Like you gotta realize the lack of caring, which is a red flag. So the 5 points are like give yourself a reality check. 2 is get perspective from others, like friends. 3 is analyze the situation. The 4th one is knowing when you're sabotaging yourself, which means if you are the problem, like in that situation, if you want a perfect relationship, maybe you are the problem, like based on the situation. And the 5th point is realizing the lack of caring, which is a major red flag. What is your take overall on those 5 steps?
I think they're good in general.
Would you apply that, Denise?
Yeah, I mean, I have. Like, I ask my friends, do you feel like yada yada, I should do this, that?
Yeah.
And I get their advice. But, like, at the end of the day, even if they can give you the steps that they did to help them move on, it may not work.
Yeah, not everybody's situation is the same. Yeah. Cardo?
Well, yeah, like I think it's the same as what she just said. Like, it depends on the situation and the person and who you ask. Because some of my friends, they'll say something I would say, and I don't want to hear what I would say because I just say like crazy stuff. Sometimes, I want to hear something different.
Do you think you need new friends?
I
not,
mean,
not to be
not
rude, I'm
like
just saying, like you may need
it's-
to get a
it's not
couple
that,
of
it's like-
other friends in the circle that can give you some that good advice, good influence, or that older than you.
I see
Yeah.
what you're saying, but you know, like, because sometimes when I want to ask someone that they're the only ones around, so I don't want to ask someone else.
But we should have like different groups of friends that we grew up with that may have been bad in our life. We don't want to be like, so that show you we don't ever want to get back to that point. Friends that are on the same level, so you have somebody you're working with, and friends that are ahead of you, so I can get to that level, they can help me. So I feel like even if you got bad friends, I think bad friends are good because they show you where you don't want to be in life. Everybody got a couple of bad friends.
That's good.
I feel you.
Older friends and friends on the same page as them.
So all right. Before we wrap up, we usually do a segment on called something interesting, and today we got something very interesting. I found this on it was surfing around the internet, but from my friends, they sent it to me. It was a big deal. Like this caused a lot of commotion between people. It was funny too, but okay. So like, since we talk about how to let go, I'm asking, would you let go based on that situation? Would you let go of her? You know, it's a girl. So,
No.
all right. So the story says, so my girlfriend had a baby 12 weeks ago. I love my girlfriend and even planning on proposing to her. She lost the baby weight, but her stomach is covering stretch mark. I mean, badly, and it's saggy. I mean, the stretch mark is bad. I'm telling you, like guys, it's bad. I'm gonna make sure I post it on the blog site so you can go look at the picture. So make sure you'll go to that one interested podcast.blogspot.com to look at the picture of the stretch mark. So it's hard. He say it's hard for me to intimate with her because it's a turn off. I offered to help her to pay for surgery to fix it, but she say no every time. So he said, I'm at a point where I want to break up with her. I will be there 100, I will be there 100% for my child, just not with her anymore. So am I wrong for wanting to break up over this? Like, is he wrong on that? Would you let go based on that situation? Now look at the stretch mark. So I want Cardo to talk first. Go ahead, Cardo.
Let me see that one more time. If you guys can see this thing, it looks like a nutsack. I don't know how else to explain this.
Would you let go?
She gotta go. I'm sorry. I mean, if her stomach look like that, imagine what the kid's gonna look like. How can something live inside of that? She gotta go.
Oh man,
But
that's
I mean,
crazy.
you know, if the kid's mine, you know, I'm gonna take care of it. But I can't be with her no more. She gotta
That's
go.
crazy.
That's disgusting.
Denise, what you think?
I don't know. Like, if she don't want to agree to get the surgery and stuff, he can maybe try another alternative, like working out
Working out
to do it naturally.
Denise, are you not seeing this
I'm
picture?
just saying. I mean, she can probably work on it
Work on that.
because I know, like, at the end of the day, you have to be attracted to somebody to have that full, you know.
Guys,
Care and
this
stuff.
doesn't even look like stretch mark. It look like she got a cheese grater and just rub her stomach on this. This is stretch marks is one thing. This is like knife marks. I don't know what this is.
At the end
gotta
of the
go.
day, we can't tell nobody how to live their life. So if you put it out there, she say no, and y'all can't come to agreement, then he should leave. Like, leave her
That's
alone.
crazy.
Just be done with it. If he really feel that strong about it, but if not,
You say he should live and let
yeah.
go.
If he really feels strong about it, he can't. Like, you can't fathom yourself to have sex with somebody you in love with. Come on now, why are you still there?
That's a valid point.
Like, just
Some people was
leave.
telling
Some
me,
people
like-
be like, "Oh, you're selfish." Like, no, you're being selfish.
That's
at the end of the
crazy.
day.
But some people was like saying, "Oh yeah, she had Joe kid and stuff, but she didn't want to get surgery." But anyway, guys, that was crazy. But thank you for your evaluation. And thank you for being on that one interested podcast, guys. So go ahead and go on the Blogspot, which is that one interesting podcast.blogspot.com. Our blogging site is that one interesting podcast.blogspot.com. Yes, anyway. I want to thank what should I call you? FOB, King Cardo, DJ Cardo. When I say DJ, I'm not talking about digitally, like music wise. DJ stand for something else. DJ Cardo. What else? Heartbreaker.
I want to say nah.
Oh
The
no,
old
heart.
me, the
That's
old
the
me.
that's the old card.
Loyal
The
now.
new Cardo.
Yeah, the new Cardo, Loyal now.
The new Cardo LC.
Yes.
Loyal Cardo.
There you have it.
I want to thank the Niz. Yo, the Niz, thank you for coming. And make sure, you know, I don't know, don't get mad or don't try to burn anybody's
I'ma
stuff
warn you
out there.
guys.
I know.
Don't hang out with Denise. She's gonna burn your stuff.
That's crazy. But anyway, yo, thank you for listening and we out.